My next guest is going to be taking on Chas Skelly coming up here at UFC Fight Night on February 20th. It is Jamall Emmers back here on the program. Jamall, how's it going?
I'm good, and you?
No complaints. Good to be talking to you. We were just talking off air. It's been a bit since we've done an interview, but really great to see you get this fight. First, just, fighting Chas Skelly, pretty notable guy in the division. How excited were you to get this matchup?
I was real excited because I know he's one of those top guys that I need on my resume so I can break through. So as soon as I got the notice for that fight, I didn't even hesitate to say yeah. I said yeah automatically.
Yeah, no, it'll be a really good fight. We'll get into it in a sec, but I wanted to talk about that UFC, your last fight, I should say, the win over Vince Cachero. How satisfied were you with that win, especially getting that first UFC victory?
Yeah, I was real satisfied with that win. Getting my first win out the way takes a load off my shoulders, so I'm glad I got that victory.
Yeah, and it was pretty dominant. Were you expecting to perform that well in that fight? Because it was just like a one-sided fight.
No, from what I saw from Vince, I know it was going to be super tough, but I didn't think I was going to be that dominant in the fight.
Yeah. Does that give you more confidence just knowing, second UFC fight, you get such a dominant win? Like I guess it kind of shows like you belong here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. It definitely does. I surprised myself a lot in that fight. I didn't know I could push that hard for that long. So now that I know I can at that level, I'm super confident coming into my next fight.
Let's talk about Chas Skelly, 18-3 record. He's fought sort of the who's who in the featherweight division. How do you feel like you match up against him here?
Just my fighting style. I know he's a wrestler, heavy wrestler. I'm more well-rounded than him, I believe. More athletic than him. He's a super tough opponent, but I think I just got the right recipe for him.
He's coming into this off a bit of a layoff. I know he had surgery. And, he's a little bit older. Do you feel like that's going to play a role in this fight, just the fact you've been a little bit more active than he has?
Yeah, I think the fact that I'm more active than him is going to play a big factor because he got to, knock off some of that ring rust that he got.
Yeah, no, that's very true. So you're training at MMA Gold for this camp. How did this all come together with you training with Jim West and the rest of the crew over there?
Well, I've been training with Jim off and on since I moved out here to California. My coach my Jake Bainey is still my coach. Jim is just helping, so he's a part of the family now. So we coming up here and getting different looks for this fight, getting his input, and that helps out a lot.
Yeah, and it's good to get that cross training as well. Getting some different looks and all that. What would you say has been the biggest benefit? Because I know you've been training there for a bit, but it seems like most of your camp has been in MMA Gold for this one.
Yeah, just the different types of looks and different bodies they have in there. I like the fact that these guys are like-minded like me. They willing to work. No matter what level it is, these guys are in there willing to work.
Yeah. Who are you getting to work with? I mean, there's Max Griffin, there's Anthony Hernandez. Anyone else in there that I'm missing in terms of training partners that you're getting to work with?
Yeah, Max. I'm working with a guy named. I'm having a brain fart right now.
No worries. It's all good.
I'm working with a few. I'm working with a few different guys at MMA Gold. Shit.
Don't worry about it. I won't put you on the spot here. Do you get to work at all? I heard Aspen Ladd's brother trains there as well. Do you ever get to work with him?
Oh no, he's way too big for me.
I was gonna say because I heard he's like a giant. So, but I know he's in there, right? He's a pretty big guy.
Yeah, he's in there. He's in there. Yeah, he's in there working.
Yeah. No.
I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. You're getting a lot of looks. It's not your job to remember names. It's your job to throw punches and stuff.
I'm getting the looks that I need for this fight.
Yeah.
Sorry to the guys' names I can't remember right now. I know they're gonna see this and be like, "Dang, you didn't remember my name." But as soon as we hang up, I'm pretty sure the name's gonna come to me. But
don't worry about it. You can give them a shout out on social media.
Yeah, I'll give them a shout out. All the guys at MMA Gold has been a big help for this camp.
How has it been living in California? Because obviously the pandemic, I know, has been a bit of a bummer for that state in particular with a lot of the regulations. How are you navigating through that with all the restrictions?
It hasn't really been that bad. My while I'm training at in SoCal, gym is open, so I've been training with Bobby and my coach Jacob. So
Nice.
it hasn't. And Sam Mason is my striking coach. So we've been working. So I haven't been really restricted on my training.
And when you say Bobby, you mean Bobby Green, correct? Just to
Yeah,
make
Bobby
sure
Green.
for the
Yes.
just for the listeners out there, in case they don't know. Actually, he has a fight book, does he not? Who's he fighting? He's got a fight coming up here, I think, soon.
Yeah, he fighting
Jim Miller,
Jim
right?
Miller.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Good stuff. I
Yeah,
love fights
Jim.
like that, by the way, when they can get like two vets, two big names together and clash. I think that's going to be a really fun fight. Weight cut, I imagine that's going well?
Oh yeah, real well. Actually, I've been probably like 10 to 11 pounds out for the past, I want to say like 2 or 3 weeks. So this weight cut's been super easy so far.
Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
Sam Mason, my head coach Jacob Bainey, of course. Eli is another trainer partner of mine. I've trained with him off and on for probably like 2 or 3 years. So he's going to be in my corner also.
Good stuff. And how's this fight playing out on February 20th? You feel like you're going to get your hand raised, otherwise why sign the contract? But how do you envision it playing out?
I see a finish in the second or the third. Me just dominating the second and the third and getting my hand raised.
Talked about it there. Chas Skelly, pretty notable guy in the division. Not ranked or anything like super high, but he is a vet. He's been around for a while. A win, especially a finish, where do you think that puts you in the grand scheme of things? Does that get you in the rankings, or do you think you need a one more? Like, what are you sort of looking at in terms of the implications of this fight?
I think it gets me a little step closer to the rankings. Chaz, he's been around for a while, and I think a win over him, I could fight a guy in the top 20 now at least.
Okay, that's great. One thing we've talked about, and I actually think I interviewed you before this fight, but you have a win over Cory Sandhagen, which I know Cory's at bantamweight now, but still, I always bring that up because I think people forget that Cory's only other loss outside of Aljamain Sterling is to you. Is that kind of cool for you, just seeing what Cory's been doing and how, like, you have a win over him, and it was a decision, but it was a decisive win for you.
Yeah, I'm glad Cory is in the position that he's in right now. Like I'm rooting for the guy to go all the way. Like he's a really good person, so I'm always rooting for him.
Oh no, for sure. But is that kind of cool for you too, just to see the success that he's had since fighting you as well? Like, he's got this fight at the time of recording this weekend that might even get him a title shot. We'll see. Like, that's got to feel good, just knowing you have a win over him. It looks good on the resume is kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good on my resume, but that was like earlier on, so I'm not
2017, I think, maybe even earlier. I'm trying to remember. Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, I never like all my past fights. Like they past fights, like they already done happened. So I don't really like dwell on that. Win, lose, or draw. I'm just like, all right, on to the next one.
For sure. I mentioned it there, training at MMA Gold. As I was telling you off air, I do a podcast with your coach Jim West. What's something that's like a pet peeve of yours with Jim? Like, is there anything he does that gets on your nerves? I know he's going to see this and probably give me some crap for it, but is there anything that, like, any stories, anything where Jim like gets upset over nothing? I've heard that happens every now and then.
No, Jim's cool. Like how I am is nothing really gets on my nerves. So
right.
whatever
Relaxed,
he does to get on somebody else's nerves or does to get on people's nerves, I'm just like whatever about it.
Okay. That's good. All right. I see your angle here. You're going back to the gym. You don't want him to say anything. So I get it. It's fine. That's good. Are you watching the Super Bowl this weekend?
Probably. I'm not really a football fan, but I am a Tom Brady fan, so I'll probably watch it.
Okay. And I'm guessing you're taking Tampa, I would think, if you're a Tom Brady guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take Tampa because I'm a Florida boy. I grew up in Florida.
That's
so
right. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Now you're fresh in my memory. And kind of on that note, what is downtime looking like? I know you're a busy guy, man. I know you're in the gym. I know you're training, getting ready for this fight. But you getting any video game time, any Netflix, anything like that? What would I find you doing?
Sleeping. I'm sleeping.
Sleeping's underrated.
I'm sleeping a lot. Yeah, sleeping is underrated.
Yeah. How many naps do you get a day? Well, probably just one, but yeah, still, how long do you nap for?
Probably like 2.
Really? Good for you, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you need a lot of sleep. Are you like an 8-hour guy, like total sleep time, or do you need more than that? Do you need like 10 or 12?
I usually get like 6 hours of sleep at night.
Okay.
Like any more, and I'm tired throughout the whole day, and I'm like real moody.
So that's 6 hours including the nap, or it's just 6 hours then the nap on top of that? Because I would understand if you did the 6 hours and then the nap on top of that. I need 8 personally, but I'm also not a fighter either. So
It's 6 hours and the nap.
okay, gotcha. Yeah, see, then you're getting closer to 8. So now we're on the same page here because I need 8 hours. Even if I get 7, I notice the difference. It's crazy. So
Yeah.
there you go. But anyways, good seeing you back in action, man. February 20th, UFC Fight Night. Jamall, always appreciate the time, man. Just remind people where they can get a hold of you on social media. And if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Pretty Boy Emmers. And, yeah, that's about it. Yeah.